And we're talking about Munchausen by proxy, whereby a mom expresses her own need for attention by having the child present as ill, by rendering sometimes the child ill. Sometimes it's just their preoccupation with the child's whatever symptom the child might have. The mom makes a big deal out of it. But sometimes the mom actually renders the child ill, and that is what is at question here. And Lonnie, my question to you is, why didn't they mention neither the defense nor the prosecution? Why didn't they mention Munchausen by proxy?
You know, it's interesting, Dr. Drew, because when we were talking about this case and when the detectives were trying to build this case, everyone was talking about Munchausen's, and perhaps this was what she was doing. However, when it got to the trial, neither side wanted to bring it up. The defense said, look, we're going to blame this all on the hospital. We're going to say that our client did nothing wrong. Is that a deep
pocket or something they were going after?
No,
What's the deal?
No. They were just trying to cast the blame on the hospital and say that their client didn't do anything wrong.
Well, why didn't they say their client was mentally ill and the hospital didn't identify it, and therefore she wasn't responsible for what she did?
That's not the defense they chose. The defense they chose is to say this is all the hospital's fault. Our client is this poor person who is this wonderful mother, and they're blaming it on her, and it's not fair. And they even went so far as to ask the judge to say that the prosecution could not bring this up because they said she was never formally declared to have this syndrome at any time.
Well,
but Dr. Drew, the interesting thing is the prosecution said in the end, we don't want to bring it up either, because even though maybe that was why she was hurting him all along, when it came down to the actual killing, we believe it was because she decided at that point he was getting to the point where he might tell people that she was doing this to him. Right. So it was that intent to kill, not the syndrome.
It's where I get the creeps that I like to bring in, Evie. So you have a way of looking at people and their behavior that exceeds my imagination. But you would look at something like this and you see more sinister and less sick.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I see Munchausen by proxy here. I see that mother this pattern of behavior where she unfortunately used this little boy, really did not care about his well-being.
But that's sinister. That's disgusting. That's the way, you know, I just see somebody who is operating from some motivational state that she doesn't understand. If you say that she's acting out for attention consciously, that's sinister.
Yes, it is sinister in the fact that she had complete disregard for her son. And again, going back to what Lonnie was saying, they're arguing the fact that she didn't do it. So I think if they argue the defense of Munchausen by proxy or some type of mental illness, then they'd be like, yes, she did it, but this is why.